So I played this from like 1 p.m. Friday, the 14th of September, 2018, till I think it was like 12:30 or 1 a.m. Like I just poured like 10 hours into it or whatever. And finished it today, the next day. And I gotta say, just right off the bat, like surface thoughts, because I haven't really written down my thoughts or anything like that. Um, I'll first say that I love the combat of this game. It is so good. It is leagues better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 battle system was actually pretty good. I didn't have any problems with it other than it starting off really slow. But other than that, once we started getting the mechanics and things like that, it started going good, real good. So I really like that. Um, I think I like the story. One of my biggest criticisms actually is that the story did not go the direction that I thought it would. I wasn't expecting it to be um like I wasn't expecting it to be Mithra versus Malos again. I was expecting to be something different, something like I don't know, I don't know, exploring a different story. Like maybe Malos was in our party or something like that. Maybe it was the time when Jin and Malos were together and they were building up Torna. I don't know. I had different expectations about what the story was, so it kind of caught me off guard the direction it took. And to be honest, it was kind of on the disappointing note because it it didn't really. This is gonna sound weird, but it didn't really tread anything new for me. Uh, but maybe that's just I don't know. Maybe that's just not a great thing for me to say. But um, I like the environments. I like some of the changes they did. I didn't really like the campfire thing. That I like that there were more areas that you could level up, and I like that they added little bits of extra banter, even though I didn't do that. But the having to craft specific items there didn't really work out for me. On top of that, there was a lot of carryover issues with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that did not get fixed in this game. For example, when you're getting collection points, it takes a million years to get collection points. And you just have to sit through that. They didn't speed up that process at all. The other thing that I didn't like is I actually didn't like the length. I thought it was pretty short, even though I guess I've spent about 15 hours or so. Um, can I see my playtime? Can you? It felt pretty short for me. I was actually expecting a little bit more of an expansive game, doing more things, exploring more areas, all that shebang. Um, let's see, 16 hours. We'll just lock that one in. Let me see. I was also I also gotta say, I like the idea of the community, but I have to drive it home that the entire thought process of having side quests in the game, like yeah, let me just start there. Side quests in the game are fine. The community building thing is fine. It's a, you know, a nice, decent little feature. It's cool. Side quests are cool. You know, so we have two cool features basically. When there's like, you could only see these features as optional features. So when you make them required, side quests and this community thing that's basically, you know, learning more about NPCs and things like that, that treads a dangerous line. In my opinion, side quests should never be a required thing. And what hurts so much in this game is there were two specific instances where they require you to increase the community level. And for me, I just wanted to experience the story. I was only doing side quests. I only did like a couple side quests before the community stuff started being required. And it killed the momentum. If this were almost any other game, I might have set it aside. It took me 6 hours, over 6 hours, or well, about 6 hours. We'll just say 6 hours to do all that. That's 6 hours. I played this game for 16 hours. That's more than a third of the gameplay is being forced to do side quests so that you can progress the story. That's kind of ludicrous to me. And so yeah, if it was any other game, I might have just set it down and said, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. You know, I don't want to do side quests. I want to experience the story. The story's fantastic in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I wanna see what else they're gonna do with it. You know, expand the lore, the mythos, you know, all that stuff. And it just kind of killed it. So I definitely did consider setting it down, but I like Xenoblade Chronicles too much. I wasn't going to do that. I think that's pretty much the extent of my thoughts, though. I think this was a great piece of DLC for the game, and it really showed that the developers know how to make the combat better. The combat in this game is the best combat in Xenoblade Chronicles ever. I'm just gonna say that. It's so good. So if they do make a Xenoblade Chronicles 3, if they do make another expansion, DLC standalone, whatever, like this, I hope they use this combat system. And I hope they honestly, if they don't change it at all, I'd be pretty happy with it. They didn't really remove anything from the combat system. They just, well, yeah, they didn't really remove anything from the combat system. There were like some minor things, maybe like some display things, but the combat system from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to the Torna DLC was pretty much identical. And then you just added a bunch of complexities and faster paced combat, and it just works great. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm gonna probably relax. My VOD here is not working properly. It's not exporting properly to YouTube, and I don't know why. So this whole episode 2 thing is gonna drive me nuts. And I'll be back probably later on today to resume Dragon Quest XI. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. Catch you later. Peace.